everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would put together a little catch up with me life update vlog for you guys because I kind of left you hanging in my last vlog and I didn't want to put any of that kind of chatty life update info in my next vlog, so I thought I would just do a separate vlog chatting with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy this. It's gonna be super casual. As you can see, I'm in the country, I'm at my family's, and I'm back with Zoe. She's here on the bed. You want to say hi, Zoe? Hi Zoe, how's it going? Are you happy to be back with your mom? She always closes her eyes when she knows she's being filmed. It's the cutest thing ever. She's so sweet. I think she likes being filmed or something. That's why she closes her eyes. Anyway, I'm having my morning coffee and getting some work done. I have 1 week until I leave to my next destination. I'm so excited. I would tell you where I'm going, but I just feel like I like to unveil it to you guys. You know how I do. So make sure that you guys are following me. Obviously subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notifications bell because I have been posting every single country I've been to, and a lot of people tell me that my videos don't pop up in their subscription feed, which is very unfortunate. Don't even know who I am anymore. I've been actually really enjoying life right now, just taking things easy and slow in the country, being with my dog. I feel very free and stress-free right now. As you can imagine, I have freedom for the first time in a long time. I am not renting at the moment and I have someone to watch my dog full time, and she lives on this massive piece of land and it's gorgeous and there's animals everywhere, you guys. I saw 4 deer yesterday, and then my grandma's neighbor has like 4 ducks and he has 5 chickens and a couple turkeys, and it just keeps on going. Then my mom has 3 kittens and 2 cats, and there's 2 dogs here as well, including Zoe. So there's animals everywhere. It's just very country, romanticize the country with me vibes, and I've been really enjoying it, which I find so hilarious and so full circle because I was sent to live here in the 6th grade and I absolutely hated it. Like, from Georgia, from the city, I did not want to live here. I'm also putting a Christmas tree up today. Maybe I'll post that right here, putting a lovely Christmas tree up because I want to, because there's nothing like the holidays in the Midwest where there's tons of snow. I haven't had a change of season in 5 years, you guys, so I've been enjoying this cold weather. There's like leaves on the ground. Oh my god, there's nothing like the fall in the Midwest. I'm enjoying wearing coats and layers. I definitely couldn't stay here for long, but I just find it so insane because I genuinely hated the country, and then you grow up and then you have this appreciation for just quietness. It's just quiet. There's no sirens every day. There's no people out here, like no people. This is where Zoe's gonna be for the next, probably the next, I don't know, 6 months to a year. So I will be here off and on, but I'm actually enjoying like the quietness of it all. So as I was saying, I really wanted to put up a Christmas tree this year because I didn't think I was going to be able to this year because I thought I would be out traveling a ton. So now that I'm going back and forth, I can enjoy the holidays a bit. So I will go ahead and show you guys that now. Yita Home is the sponsor of today's video. They're an online furniture retailer with tons of different furniture pieces, Christmas trees, home decor, beautiful, high quality, very affordable furniture pieces. So all the links will be down below, but definitely check them out. They will be in the description box. They have given me a discount code for you guys, so you can check it out if you want to get yourself a Christmas tree or check out some furniture. The tree came out. She's super cutie. I really like the way they hid the bar in the inside. My old tree was not like that, and I really like the way that they have like a little bit of frost on the tips. It just adds a little bit of dimension to the tree. It does have a bunch of different light variations, so you can change up the lighting. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like at night. Super beautiful. So this is what the tree looks like at night. It's absolutely magical. The sparkling diamond tip branches catch the light perfectly, giving that cozy winter glow. This is the aspen fir Christmas tree, and it's from Yita Home, and it's so easy to assemble. Literally took me less than 5 minutes to assemble the whole thing. That's my favorite thing about these type of Christmas trees. The hinge design lets the branches naturally fall into place, so setup takes just a few minutes. It comes pre-lit with 500 lights and 3 color options, plus 11 different modes, so you can set the mood however you like. They have warm and classic, bright and cheerful, soft and twinkly, even blinking. The full layered branches make it look lush and realistic. It also has an X-shaped iron stand that keeps everything stable, even with heavy ornaments. I love that it's elegant enough for any space, whether it's your living room or office or even an event, it's one of those pieces that instantly becomes the heart of holiday decor every single year. So make sure you guys check out Yita Home in the description box. Again, you can use my discount code ENT20 for 20% off your order. Huge thank you to Yita Home for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Do you guys want to meet my mom's dog? Oh my god, you're such a big girl. It's me. So cutie. I love this little photo at my mom's. I thought it would be nice if I just talked to you guys about like things that I've learned, because I have been keeping a little bit of a journal and just like documenting this process for myself, because it is so just crazy for me. I honestly was thinking about this the other day and how solo traveling, you're like out of your comfort zone. So it definitely pushes you to grow in so many different ways. And I just feel like the one thing that I value the most and that I could ramble on about, that I'm so grateful for, that I honestly like can't believe it. And it's only been like a month and a half of solo traveling and I've already felt a shift inside, is my tolerance for patience and time, and even like food and basically just everything in life. It's kind of like anytime you have to downgrade or do something you're really uncomfortable for like a period of time. People that go to like the military probably feel similar, where you are forced or thrusted into this different environment, and at first kind of shocking, but then you get used to it and it really does expand your tolerance for being patient and or whatever it is that the experience is. So when you're traveling, obviously you need to have a lot of patience. Flights get delayed, you missed flights, you're standing in passport control lines for hours at a time, you're taking multiple flights in days, sometimes boats and trains, whatever. Your preference of time completely changes, literally, because you're flying through different time zones, but you're not really in a rush anymore. It's just like this weirdest feeling. You're not, because to me, I just feel like rush to get to what? Like you're just gonna keep on rushing, then you're just gonna keep going and going and like rushing to get on this flight, and then you get to the flight, you're sitting at the gate for 2 hours waiting for your flight. Like either way, you're just gonna rush and wait. Like it doesn't matter like what you're doing, especially when you're solo traveling. You're not really in a rush anymore. When you are at coffee shops or you're at a bookstore or you're just like lounging outside, your time is expanded because you're not really like worried about the other person. You're not babysitting anyone else. You're not trying to make sure everyone on the trip is happy and satisfied with what's going on. You're only worried about yourself. For some reason, you have more time on your hands than you ever had. And like, what's the point of rushing to drink this cappuccino in this adorable coffee shop when I'm just gonna go sightsee and then go to an excursion maybe and then go home or go out? Like it's just gonna be rushing to get to the next thing and then it's over. I hope that I'm explaining this in a way that makes sense to you guys, but if I could encourage you, even if you take just 30 full days to travel by yourself specifically, but even if with someone else if you must, but if you could do it by yourself it's even better. But if you could just take 30 days solo travel, it really does change your mindset. And I used to not go places because of a layover flight. I literally would turn the trip down or decide not to go because I'm like, ooh, that's a 4-hour layover. I'm not gonna go on that. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like that's crazy to me now. Sure, I'll do a 24-hour travel day if I need to get somewhere. Like if I'm gonna go to Thailand, I've never gone to any of those like Asian countries because they take so long to get to, but I'm gearing up for that. It feels a lot less daunting than it would have if you would have asked me about taking a 20-hour flight or multiple flights, 2 or 3 flights in one day to get somewhere. That would have been a hell no for me back in the day. So I just feel like it just expands your tolerance. That's the only way I can describe it for you. And I'm genuinely so grateful for that, because I used to be someone with very little patience, which I never realized until now. I always thought I was just pretty like, I never even thought about it honestly. But looking back, I realized like, wow, I really had no patience. I really had no tolerance for like just sitting and having to wait for something. No tolerance for my food being like different or not exactly right how I like it. Oh, I need ranch with my pizza, like that type of thing. You know what I mean? When you are very picky about things. I was very picky, and now I'm like, sure, get the pizza however you want it. I was so particular about every little thing. And now I feel like I've just expanded and I'm patient, and when things don't come on time or people are taking a long time in the post office, like I suddenly am not, feeling as much rage inside or like annoyance. What's crazy is like I've been spending a little bit more time in America again. I've been here for 2 weeks and I can feel myself going back to my old ways, like getting short-tempered and short patience or whatever. I'm excited to get back out there and just really expand my perception on life like this again. I hope that makes sense when I say this. Solo traveling has changed my perception on just everyday tasks and everyday things, like going to get coffee and just how I'm living my every single day. It's changed my perception on things, so I'm excited to get back to that and keep exploring that new perception of life that I have. I hope that that made sense, but that's like the greatest gift I've been given so far with solo traveling. Just in general, also, I've just become so much more independent even after just this last month and a half. I just feel like unstoppable in a way. Like I just feel really strong, if that makes sense. Especially because, like I said, I used to be very codependent. I was in the most codependent relationship you could ever imagine in your life. I never even wanted to go to the store. I wouldn't even walk 2 blocks in Brooklyn without that man. He was like a security blanket for me. So if you would have tapped me on the shoulder 7 or 8 years ago and been like, hey, one day you're gonna be like on flights and like traveling to countries all by yourself, I would have been like, girl, there's no way, like there's absolutely no way I will ever go to a country by myself. I'm actually going to be taking my first slow travel trip. Tongue twister. If I would have been thinking about what I'm going to be doing during that trip, I would have been like, hell no. Like I'm way too scared to go to another country and rent a car. Driving on the highway by myself in the middle of like some foreign country. I can't even imagine it, but that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm so excited. So I'll be checking off some new boxes at my next destination, which is taking a train. I've never taken a train in a foreign country. The only trains I've taken are like the subways and Chicago and New York, those kind of trains, but I've never actually taken a train like on a trip and went to a different city or anything like that. So I'm very excited to take like a legit train. That'll be my first train experience, but also my first time renting a car. I'll be flying to the airport and then I'll be getting on a train for a couple hours and then renting a car once I get off the train, renting a car for like a week, the first week. So what I'm doing now, as I mentioned in my last vlog, that instead of hopping around, I decided I'm going to be taking more frequent stops back home because maybe I thought I would be able to get things mailed there, but it's proving to be much more difficult and products take so long to go through customs. So I've decided to just hop back home every 4 to 6 weeks, and I like this idea way better because it just makes me feel just more grounded and it's not so up in the air. I don't feel as lonely doing it for some reason. I know it sounds crazy, but I bought like an actual round trip flight this time instead of a one way there and not know where I'm going. My first leg, the first month, I basically bought a bunch of one way flights to different destinations and I never bought a flight home. So I didn't really know what was happening after those few destinations, which made me feel a little uneasy for some reason. And I constantly was trying to think like, what am I gonna leave? What am I gonna do next? What Airbnb am I gonna get? And I was constantly looking at Airbnbs and like not really being as present in the trips as I want to be. This next time I have everything booked, everything paid for, a round trip ticket. This is one solid month in this one country, and this is just gonna make it so much easier for me to stay present in the trip. So if I can give you any advice about solo traveling, definitely don't do like a year planned out or a long time. Just like start with a small increment, like 1 to 3 months away, and then see what your vibes are, see how you like it, because it's kind of a shock to the system, honestly, especially with food and people and language, and there's just so many different things and you're literally alone that it can be just kind of shocking. So start with a few months or even just a month. You could even do 3 weeks, 21 days out somewhere, and then plan another trip in a couple months later, something like that, so that you can start slow. I also noticed that I overpacked and I hated the luggage I brought. So this next time I'm gonna do 2 carry-ons. I would love to know your guys' input on this. Like, what do you suggest? I don't have a backpack. I could get one, but I really don't want to do like the backpack thing. It's just not chic enough for me, okay? I know it might sound crazy, but I don't want a backpack. So what I'm thinking of doing is 2 carry-ons. So one of my carry-ons is kind of like a medium-sized carry-on where it's like kind of fatter and thicker and like you can get a lot in there. So I'm gonna use that as my checked luggage. And then I have a smaller carry-on, one that is genuinely smaller than the average carry-on. It's perfect. It's got like a space for the laptop, pack a little bit more, have 2 smaller rolly situations instead of one big massive suitcase and then a duffel bag and a laptop bag. Like I had 2 bags and a massive suitcase last time. Another reason why I'm loving that I'm going back and forth now is that I don't have to pack for every single weather scenario. Packing for a year-long trip away is crazy. First off, I knew that like I was gonna have to shop or do something. I don't know what the heck I was gonna have to do. I ended up having to get rid of so many things as I was going because airports are very strict about the weight limit and I wasn't gonna pay extra 5 pounds over, you know what I mean? So I just got rid of her shoes and some sweatpants that I love. A couple things here and there, just lighten the load. I just was so sick of carrying all that stuff. So underpack for sure, leave extra space for shopping. I couldn't even shop while I was out because I didn't think I was going home. I didn't know when I was gonna go home. I didn't know what I was gonna do with all the little like trinkets and stuff that I wanted to pick up along the way. I was already so overpacked and like to the brim of packed. It's gonna be perfect. I'm so excited. That was a short and sweet one today. I just wanted to like chat with you guys about some things that have been on my mind as far as solo travel and how I'm liking it. I am absolutely loving it. There's definitely moments during where I'm like, okay, I miss having a home. Like I miss having a home base. That is really, really hard. I'm really enjoying this process, and I want to send a massive thank you to the outpouring of like love and support. And I said this before, but this is the most supportive my audience has ever been for me, even throughout so many different life events. So I do have to say like a massive thank you so much. And obviously keep following along and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can be reminded every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time.